Hello, super readers and writers. This is Miss Lee, your first grade literacy teacher, ready to rock and roll with you through Literacy Today. Before we get started, please make sure to have a nicely sharpened pencil and a notebook. Today we are going to talk about two things, genre and author's purpose. We will also talk about how they are connected. First, let's talk about genre. Genre is a fancy name for books that share the same style and content. This story, My School Trip, falls under the genre of realistic fiction. Are any of these words familiar to you? Yes, I see the word real, as in real life, and the word fiction we know is a made-up story. Therefore, realistic fiction is a made-up story that has real-life events. Let's take a look at My School Trip and look for characters who are like real people, places that seem real, and events that could really happen. Next, let's talk about author's purpose. Purpose is a fancy word for why someone does something. So for example, the purpose of this video is for you to be able to watch this lesson over and over again at your own time. That is the reason why this video was made. Now for authors who write the story, there is always a reason why they write. There are three reasons why an author writes. They write to persuade, inform, or entertain. Here's a fun way to remember author's purpose. It's easy as pie, P-I-E. P is for persuade, I is for inform, and E is for entertain. Now let's break this down. Persuade is when the author gives you a reason to do something or gives you their opinion. For example, let's check out this clip.
I simply ask that the right to learning should be given to every child. I ask for nothing else.
As you can see, Malala Yousafzai is delivering a Nobel Peace Prize speech. She is persuading everyone that every child has the right to learn. Another example of author's purpose is to inform. Inform is when the author gives facts and information about a topic. Do you notice how the word inform is in information? So for example, let's check out this clip.
And people have been eating food produced this way since the 1990s, and most folks don't even know they exist. Did you know rats that genetically engineered corn had developed signs of liver and kidney toxicity? These include kidney inflammation and lesions and decreased kidney weight. Yet almost all the corn we eat has been altered genetically in some way. And let me tell you, corn isn't everything. And don't even get me started on the confined animal feeding operations called CAFOs.
As you can see, this student is informing us on genetically modified food and its harmful effects. I don't know about you, but I just learned a lot of new information and facts on the topic of where our food comes from. The last example of author's purpose is to entertain. When an author entertains, that is when they write simply for the readers to enjoy. For example, let's check out this clip.
Wonder Woman is super strong and she can fly. Her lasso, it's the lasso of truth, which if you're inside the lasso of truth, you have to tell the truth, and it's unbreakable. She was born from the gods. Her mother, Hippolyta, went out in a thunderstorm to the beach. And she made a baby out of the sand. And thunder and lightning struck the sand baby and it became Diana.
As you can see, this student is entertaining us with the origin story of Wonder Woman. Fiction, which are made-up stories, often serve to entertain. Therefore, thinking about the genre of a text can help in figuring out the author's purpose. I want us to take a look at this last page in the story. Nan is my new friend. My school trip was great. Why do you think the author wrote this story? Do you think it was to persuade, to inform, or to entertain? What do you think the author wants you to learn? I want you to take a look at these 3 questions and think about them before answering them. Why do you think the author wrote this story? Do you think it was to persuade, inform, or entertain? What do you think the author wants you to learn? I want you to talk to someone at home about what you think the author's purpose is. Then I'd like you to go onto Hello Smart and complete the graphic organizer on what the girl likes. If you need a refresher on the story, My School Trip, you can keep watching this video. However, if you don't need a refresher, you can stop this video and get started on your assignments. Let's prepare to read My School Trip. We just reviewed the genre, which is realistic fiction, and that means that these are stories that are made up but could happen in real life. So as we read, I really want us to think about the characters who are like real people, the places that seem real, and the events that could really happen. As we read, I also want us to stop and think if you don't understand something. We can reread it, look at the pictures, use what we already know, or ask questions. Let's also review the power words, which we just played a game with. We have trip, partner, wished, and last. My School Trip by Ali G. Mays, illustrated by Elisa Chavari. Now let's look at this book cover. Are there any characters that could be real? I think so. Look at these students here. They look like students that could be in our class. Also, look at this teacher. He could be real. And this bus driver? What about the setting, the place? Well, it looks like they're in front of the school getting ready to go somewhere, and they have their lunch bags with them, so they must be going for the whole day or during lunchtime. And it looks like they're maybe in a city because I'm seeing tall buildings here and paved roads. All right, I can't wait to dive into this book. We took a school trip. First, we took a bus. Nan was my partner. Let's look at this name, Nan, and let's break it up. N makes the N sound. A makes the A sound. And N makes the N sound. So let's say all the sounds together. Ready? Begin. N, A, N. Blend it. Nan was my partner. Nan was new at school. Was Nan mad? Was Nan sad? I wonder. If you look at this picture, the only student who looks a little sad is this student right here, so she must be Nan. I wonder why she's feeling this way. Have you ever felt that way when you were new somewhere? I sure have. The trip was to Butterfly Garden. Pam had a butterfly. Dan had a butterfly. I wished I had a butterfly. So if you look here, I noticed that there's some thought bubbles, meaning that this butterfly is not really there. This butterfly is in her thoughts. And that makes sense because she wishes she had a butterfly. I had a butterfly. Nan was sad. Uh-oh, it looks like Nan's sad again. Is she the only one without a butterfly? Let's see what happens. Nan had a butterfly. Nan was happy at last. Oh, you could tell here her facial expression has changed, right? She went from sad to happy. Nan is my new friend. My school trip was great. Oh, what a wonderful story. Remember to go on to Hello Smart and complete the graphic organizer on what the girl likes. Have a great day.